Happy Thursday, everyone. Stacy here from Mindful Parenting for Sensitive Children. And in today's video, we are going to talk about how to make homework a much more pleasant experience for everyone. I have been on both sides of the homework issue. As a teacher, I was often expected by both parents and my administration to give homework to my students. And I've also been the parent trying to help my kids with their homework without them ending up in tears or me taking over and doing it for them, which, by the way, is really hard for me to not do. So, how can we make homework more pleasant for everyone? Let's start by taking a look at why it's so hard in the first place. For many of us, life is already extremely busy. With work schedules, family commitment, and after school activities, trying to squeeze in homework can feel like the final straw. Like us, kids have been busy all day. They're tired, and for the most part, homework isn't very fun. Sensitive kids often feel like they must get everything right or be perfect at what they're doing, which is a lot of pressure. The other thing that is often ignored is that children are built for play. It's not natural for them to sit for extended periods of time and do prescribed academic tasks. Their desire to play isn't just a frivolous want, it's a biological need. No wonder they balk at being asked to continue to work after having done that all day at school. My first tip is for you to actually take some time to consider if there's any benefit to your child doing the homework in the first place. I have seen many families decide that it really wasn't worth the time and the effort to force the child to do the extra work and just figured it wasn't a priority for their family. On the other hand, maybe you do see some benefit. So, how can we make things run more smoothly? Well, first of all, understanding homework from your child's point of view can be really helpful. What do they need before they can reasonably be expected to sit down and complete the work? This might mean rethinking the family schedule, but also you want to consider whether they've had time for a snack, time to play and unwind from the day, time for connection with you, and time to be creative. What does your particular child need in order to fill their cup enough that homework won't be such a struggle? Next, it can really help to create a dedicated space where your child will do their work every day, preferably close to where you are going to be. Maybe that's in the kitchen or at the dining room table, or maybe there's a spot in the living room. Whatever it is, you want to minimize distractions and make it comfortable for them. You should also expect that they need to have you close by. I alluded to this a second ago, but here's why you want to stay close. The number one reason is that your presence is soothing to your child's nervous system. Homework already makes kids anxious. Just knowing that you're close by and available to help can really help alleviate some of that anxiety. The other reason you want to stay close is to help your child stay on track. Executive functioning skills are still developing in school-age children. They need support as they learn how to manage their time and attention in order to stay on task and complete their work. By you staying close and checking in, it's a great way to support them. We've talked about how to help your child when it comes to homework, but the other side of this issue that is often overlooked is you as the parent. This is a busy, tired time of day. Chances are you're trying to organize supper, make lunches for the next day, fill out one of the many forms that always seem to come home from school, and also see to the need of other kids. You've also likely had a busy or stressful day yourself. It would make things so much easier if your child could just do their homework on their own and not need you for this one thing. I get it. And it might not be a reasonable expectation for your child. Trying to hang on to this desire is only going to cause frustration for both of you. So let it go. The best thing that you can do to make this an easier time for you is to figure out how to fill your cup first. Maybe this is a 30-minute window where you make yourself a cup of tea and sit down with your child. Maybe while your child has an after-school snack before starting homework, you are taking 5 minutes to listen to some music. You might have to get creative, but it will also make things so much easier if you remember to fill your cup too. And remember, no homework is worth damaging your relationship with your child over. You can always have a conversation with the teacher to figure out alternative arrangements. Maybe only the most important tasks get completed on the weekend instead of doing everything every night throughout the week. Or maybe you set a time limit and whatever gets done is enough. If it's causing nightly struggles, it's worth having a conversation to see what accommodations can be made. I hope you found this video super helpful. And if you did, I'd be so grateful if you'd give it a like. Do you have any tips that you'd like to share? Feel free to add them in the comments below. And finally, if homework is just one of many areas that you're struggling in, I'd love for you to book a free parent mentorship call. This is the best way for me to really hear what's going on for you and be able to offer you some tips and strategies to help you out. That's it for this week. I will see you in the next one. Bye.